Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today I will demonstrate you how to create the table with the constraint, with records and how to solve the queries. So it is very simple. You can just create the table. See, there are three tables right now here with me. And that is, you can say patient, doctor and appointment. So what I want to do, I want to create the tables with the constraint and then I want to insert the records. So very simple, you can start with the first table and that is patient. Here you can just write patient code, data type, for example, worker 25, and here you can mention the primary key. Now, the second column, and that is a patient name. Every patient have the name, so I'm writing here varchar 2, for example, 20 characters name and not null. Now here you can just define the mobile number, and that is the number of 10 digit. Every mobile is unique, so I'm using the unique constraint, and check length of the mobile is equal to 10. And here you can write add one more column, and that is city varchar 2, for example 20, and here you can mention check city not equal to Ahmedabad. Why? Because it is mentioned in the constraint, and that is the constraint number 2. Patient must not belong to Ahmedabad. There is a one column that is DOB, and that is date. Gender varchar 2, for example 6. Check gender in, and gender should be either male or female or others. Definitely we want that the male, if user entered the value in a small case, then also we want to allow. So I'm writing here check upper of gender in this, and the same case I don't want to allow the city if user enter the value Ahmedabad in the small case. Then you can write check upper of city not equal to Ahmedabad. So in any case Ahmedabad will not be allowed. Now here you can simply copy this particular table and here you can paste. Now table will be created. Once the table is created, now you can simply insert the record, and that is insert into patient values. For example, the patient ID, that is P101, name of the patient, for example Ram, patient mobile, for example 9099000001, and city is, for example, Ayodhya. Date of birth of the patient, for example 12th November 1999, and patient is male. Let me copy this particular record. You can just simply paste and one record created. If one record is created, then you can simply copy paste the records and you can simply change the value. For example, I want to insert the one more record, that is 102, 103, 104 and 105. The second record is, for example, Lakshman. Third record is, for example, Urmila. Fourth record, and that is, for example, Bharat. Fifth record, and that is, for example, Nirmala. Right. So according to that, I want to change the mobile number, for example 1 2 3 4 and 5. According to that, I want to change the city also, for example Rajkot, Surat. I'm just entering the value over here, that is S Nagar, and here again Rajkot. According to that, you can change the gender also, and that is, you can say female, here also female. Now here you can change the birth date, for example 94, and it is April, and the date is, for example 21, here 26, for example August 1983, for example 1996, and the date is, for example October 20, and here I am writing 31st March, for example 2018. Right. So these are the four records that I just created from the first record. So I simply copy this and you can paste, and then you can just write commit, and then you can simply select the data, select star from patient, and you will be able to get the data, and these are the 5 patient. Now I want to move towards the another table, and that is doctor. So you can write here that is create table doctor. Now every doctor have unique code, so I'm writing here doctor code, for example worker to 5, and that is primary key. Every doctor have name, so I'm writing here doctor name, and for example worker 2 20 not null. Now every doctor have some specialization, and here in specialization I'm mentioning the worker 2 30 character. You can simply copy this particular table, that is doctor table, and the table will be created. Once it is created, you can simply insert into the table, that is doctor values. For example, D101. The name of the doctor is, for example, Dr. Kapil Shukla. And he is, for example, eye specialist. Now, here you can simply copy this particular record, and here you can paste. It is working fine. Then you can create the record of the multiple doctors. So this is the record number 1, that is D101, 102, 103 and 104. 102 is the doctor, and the doctor you can say Sita, and C is, you can say, child specialist. Doctor, one more is there, and that the name of the doctor is, for example, Devan Patel. So Devan Patel is, you can say, heart specialist. And the 4th doctor you can say, and that is Dr. Dharmik, and he is orthopedic. He is specialized in ortho. So you can say he is orthopedic. You can simply copy these 3 records and you can paste over here. So these are the record is created. Now you can select the list of doctor. So you can just write select star from doctor. You can just write select star from patient. Now I want to create one more table, and that is appointment. So let me create the table appointment. So I'm just writing here create table appointment. Here you can write the appointment ID, for example APID, worker 2, for example 5, primary key. Now every appointment have the patient reference and the doctor reference. So I'm writing here patient code, that is worker 2 5, references patient. Here you can write doctor code, and that is worker 2 of 5, references doctor. And here you can write the appointment date. So I'm writing here appointment date. Now we want to put the constraint, that is the appointment date must be today's date or after the today's date. But we cannot use the sys date in a check constraint. So we can take a temp date column date. We can put the default date is a system date. And then we can compare this. So we can write the table level constraint that the check appointment date should be greater than or is equal to temp date. And here you can put the slash. You can copy this particular content and you can paste over here. Your table will be created. Once your table is created, you can insert the record into appointment. So I'm writing here insert into appointment values, appointment ID, for example A101, patient, for example P101, and doctor, for example D101. Appointment date is the today's date, and I'm writing default entry into temporary date. You can just copy this particular thing and you can paste. The record will be created. Once record is created, you can generate the few appointments. So we can write the particular query. So I'm writing what? See, I'm generating the unique appointment. So I'm just changing the appointment number 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5, 6, and 7. Here you can change the patient code, for example 102, 103, 104, 101, 102, 105. So these are the patient code, I'm just changing the doctor also. For example, D101, D102, 102, D103, D104 and D101. Few appointment on the system date, few appointment on, for example, 12th March 2021. Few appointment in April, for example, 20 April 2021. Few appointment today and few appointment, for example, this appointment is on 23rd March 2021. And this appointment is in, for example, April. So I'm writing here 30 April 2021. And here you can write simple commit. You can copy this particular records and you can paste, so your record will be saved. So this is the record of, you can say, appointment. Now, based on this data and based on this tables, I want to write the queries. So these are the tables. You can just verify. Patient table is there, doctor table is there, appointment is there, mobile valid constraint applied. Patient must not belong to Ahmedabad, constraint applied. Gender must be male, female or other, constraint applied. Appointment date must be today's date or after today's date, constraint applied. And add the appropriate primary key and foreign key. Now it's a time to implement the queries. So I'm just copying the queries and I'm pasting over here. I want to implement the each and every queries. I'm just putting here in a queries, I'm putting the comment and all these queries we will solve. So I'm just putting the comment that this is the query number 5, this is the query number, for example, 6, this is the query number, for example, 7, this is the query number, and that is 8, and I want to make it here, and that is query number 9, and this is the query number 10. Now I want to write the particular queries and I want to solve the queries. So very simple, let's start with the query number first. Display details of all patients who have today's appointment. So definitely we need to look into two tables. One is appointment and another one is the patient. So what we can do? Simple, select P dot star. So it will be the information about the patient from patient P, comma, appointment A. I want appointment date also. So I'm writing here appointment date, where patient dot patient code is equal to appointment dot patient code. And I want to filter out that who have the today's appointment. So we need to write the query that is to care of appointment date, and that is in a format that is DDMMYY. It must match with the to care of system date, and that must be a same format, that is DDMMYY. You can simply copy this particular code and you can paste over here and you will get the output. Now I want to write one more query, and that is what? Display details of all patients who belong to Junagadh or Surat. So here you can write the query, select star from patient where city in, and that is Junagadh or Surat. You can simply copy this particular code and here you can simply write, see here, Urmila is the patient who belongs to Surat. Now find the name of the patient who has not did any appointment till date. So I want to find it out all the patient who has no appointment. So you can write the information that is the P dot star, or you can write patient name from patient. Then you can just do the left join with the appointment. On here you can write the alias patient P, appointment A, on P dot patient code is equal to appointment dot patient code. And here you can write the condition, that is where appointment ID is null. So if appointment ID is null, but the information is available in the patient, then you can say there is no patient who has no appointment. So if you want to generate the record, what we can do? Simple. We can first create the record of patient. For example, let me create the record of patient, that is the patient number 106, and the name of the patient, for example, Mahesh. Mahesh is the person who belong to, for example, you can say Junagadh. Mahesh is the person who belongs to Junagadh and he is a male. Let me insert the record of Mahesh. Record is created. Now, Mahesh is the person that is P106, but there is no appointment over here of P106. So now, if you write the same query again, and that is the name of the patient who has not any appointment till date, then you will get the data that the Mahesh is the person who has no appointment. Now, the next query, find the name of the doctor who has given the highest appointment. Here we can write select doctor name, comma, then we can write a count of appointment ID from Dr. D appointment, that is for example A, where D dot doctor code is equal to A dot doctor code group by doctor name. You can first count the appointment. So here Devan Patel has 1, Kapil Shukla has 3, Sita has 2 and Dharmik has 1. Now based on this I want to give the rank, right? So how we can do this? Very simple. Here you can just write order by, and this is the appointments. So this is the count of appointments. So we can write the appointment count. We can write here order by appointment count. So whenever you write order by appointment count, you will get the data, that is 1, 1, 2, 3. Now I want the person who has the highest appointment. So how we can get the information? Very simple. We can generate the rank over here. Here we can enclose this particular query into bracket. And here we can write select star from, and here you can write TMP. So whenever you write TMP, your data will be displayed over here, and that is 1321 Devan Patel, Kapil Shukla, Shrita and Dharmik. Now what I want to do, I want the person who has the highest appointment. So I'm simply generating the rank. So I'm writing here rank over, and that is order by appointment count descending, and this is my rank, right? So I'm just generating the rank. So whenever you generate the rank, you will get the data. Yes, I need to write here, that is TMP dot star. So whenever you write TMP dot star, you will get the data. For example, see here, appointment count, Kapil Shukla has the rank 1. Now I want the people who has the rank 1. So you can just simply enclose this particular query into bracket, and here you can write select star from, and here you can write TMP1 where rank is equal to 1. So whenever you write this particular query, you will get the person. You can just copy this particular query. You will get the person who has the highest number of appointment, and that is the Dr. Kapil Shukla. So this is the way you can find the name of the doctor who has the highest appointment. Now, I want to count that how many patients have booked the appointment with the Kapil Shukla in the month March 2021. So I want to count the number of patients. So you can just simply write select count of patient appointment. That is, you can say count of patient code from appointment where doctor code is equal to, you can select the doctor code from doctor where doctor name is equal to Dr. Kapil Shukla. So definitely it will count the patient code who has appointment who has appointment with the Dr. Kapil Shukla. But it will not be in a month, March 2021 only. It will give the all the appointments. See here, there are 3 patients who has the appointment with the Dr. Shukla. But I want to find it out in the month March 2020 only. So here you can write and appointment date, and that is here you can write to care of appointment date in, and that is mm/YYYY, and that is equal to, and that is 3/2021. So it will be March 2021. So how many patients have the appointment with the Shukla in the March 2021? There are 2 patients who has the appointment with the Shukla, that is Dr. Kapil Shukla, in the month March 2021. So this is the way you can solve this particular query, that is query number 5. Sixth query, that is display the name, city, birth date and doctor name. So we need to simply print the name of the patient. So patient name, city, date of birth, name of the doctor for each patient. So we need the 3 tables over here, that is patient P, doctor D and appointment A. Now we need to write the joining condition. Patient dot patient code is equal to appointment dot patient code, and doctor dot doctor code is equal to appointment dot doctor code. And who has the appointment with the doctor who is eye specialist, right? So we need the doctor skill that we need to identify. But first you can simply print this particular data. So you will be able to get the idea that whenever you print this data, you will be able to get the idea. These are the details of the patient who has the appointment with this all doctors. Now I want to find it out, and doctor specialization is equal to, and that is eye specialist. So you can simply copy this particular thing and you will be able to get the idea that these are the 3 patients, Ram, Lakshman and Nirmala, having the appointment with the Dr. Kapil Shukla, and Kapil Shukla is the eye specialist. Now, display all female patients of the CD Rajkot who have appointment with the Dr. Sita. So I need to display the details of the patient. So I'm just writing here, select patient name, gender and city of the patient from patient P, comma, appointment A. Even I need the information about the doctor, so I'm writing here doctor, and that is Dr. D, where patient dot patient code is equal to appointment dot patient code, and doctor dot doctor code is equal to appointment dot doctor code, and city of the patient is equal to Rajkot, and you can say appointment with the Dr. Sita. So first you can simply copy this particular thing and you can find it out what is the result. See, Lakshman and Nirmala are belong to, and that is you can say city is equal to Rajkot. Now here you can write and doctor name is equal to, and that is Dr. Sita. So I want to find it out all those who are belong to city Rajkot and having the appointment with the Dr. Sita. So there are no any patient who has the appointment with the Dr. Sita. What is the reason? Why? Because what is the code of Dr. Sita? See here. These are the data. Dr. Sita having the code that is D102, right? And here D102 is there, but D102 is with the patient that is 103 and 104, and 103 and 104 having the city, and that the city is either S Nagar and Surat, but not the city that is Rajkot, right? So I'm just doing what? I'm creating one more record over here, and that is just copy this record, and here I'm creating the record that is P107. The name is, for example, Parvati, and the number is, for example, 7. city is Rajkot, right? So I'm just copying this particular data. Record is created. Now this P107 having the appointment with the D102, and the D102 is the Dr. Sita. So what we can do? Simply we can add the appointment over here. So I'm simply creating one more appointment over here, and that is A108. Patient is 107 and doctor is 102, and the appointment is on, that is 18 April 2021. You can copy this and you will get the data. You can copy this, record will be created. Now you can simply run your query, and the query is what? That is find out all the patient who has appointment with the Dr. Sita and who are belong to Rajkot. So Parvati is belong to Rajkot and having the appointment with the Dr. Sita. So this is the way you can do this you can solve this particular query. Now I want to change the city name of all the patient with the Prayagraj who has the city with the Allahabad. So I need a person with this particular city. So I'm just creating a record into the patient, and that is, for example, let me copy here 1 and 1. So this is the patient number, you can say 108 and 109. Now I'm adding the record over here. For example, the name of the person is, for example, Hariom, and the value is 8, and the city is, for example, Allahabad, right? Now one more record is there, and that is 9, and the name of the patient is, for example, Tatsat, and he is also belong to Allahabad. Now I'm just copying this particular thing. You can paste over here, and you will be able to see that there are 2 records with the Allahabad. Now you can simply display the details of the patient. There are 2 patients who belongs to Allahabad. Now I want to do what? I want to change the city name, and that is what? From Allahabad to Prayagraj. So definitely we need to write the update query. So I'm writing here update patient set city is equal to, for example, Prayagraj, where city is equal to Allahabad. So you can just copy this and you can paste over here 2 records updated. Now you can simply run select star from patient and you will get the result, that is it is now Prayagraj. So this is the way you can fire the update query. Now change the name of the doctor with the doctor master. So here you can simply write alter table name, that is doctor, rename to, and that is doctor master. You can just copy this. You can simply describe your table doctor. This is the table definition. Now you cannot describe the doctor. You have to write describe doctor master. So now table name is renamed. So this is the way you can change the name of your table. Now delete all the doctor who are child specialist. So select star from doctor master. So child specialist Dr. Sita is there. But what happened? I cannot delete the record of doctor. We cannot write like this, that is delete from doctor master where specialization is equal to, and that is child specialist. We cannot write the query like this. If you write the query like this, you will get the error integrity constraint violated. Why? Because you cannot delete the record of doctor if the record of that particular doctor is available in the appointment. So how we can do this? Very simple. Whenever you want to do this, first you need to change the appointment, right? So here in appointment, we need to write what? This references, that is the doctor code. References to the doctor, it must be on delete cascade. So what we can do in this case, simply we can drop the table appointment. Once it is dropped, you can recreate the table appointment, but with now on delete cascade. And I need to make the changes here, that is the doctor master now. Why? Because I already renamed the name of the table. It is now not a doctor, it is now doctor master. Now you can simply paste over here. It will be recreated. Now your table will be created with option, and that option is what? That is on delete cascade. Now what is the meaning of this? If the doctor is deleted, then the appointment will be automatically deleted. For example, if I am simply writing the query that is the delete from the doctor master, where the specialization is equal to child specialist. See here, select star from doctor master. If I am writing the query that delete the record from doctor, then the record of the doctor will be deleted, and respective appointment will also be deleted from the appointment table. If you write here, select star from appointment, then it will be only 5 appointments now. Earlier it was a different scenario. So appointment with the Dr. Sita will be automatically deleted from the table appointment, just because we have set the option, and that is on delete cascade. So this is the solution of the set number 2 in SQL. So that's it from my side. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.